Hello, everyone. This is Jim Jeffries from Jim and Eddie Talking Shit. I am endorsing right now the Flexport watch. You have seen pro athletes wearing these bracelets. Now, Flexport has put their negative ion technology into a lightweight,
and they put watches on us.
Stylish and waterproof digital watch. If you don't already know, negative ions are scientifically proven to
How
boost...
could you not know that?
Well, I didn't know.
Well, you should know it.
But I do now. They boost strength, balance, and endurance. So whether you're already in shape, I am this shape. Ta-da! Or you want to improve your fitness or you need an extra boost to get started, the Flexport watch is for you. Only $12.95 and it comes in 4 cool colors, red, white, black, and pink.
Is it true the guy that walked over the Niagara Falls on the tightrope wore one?
That is not true, but he would have balanced even better if he did. Flexsportwatch.com for all your flexing watch needs.
Yeah. Everybody knows Western Union. That name's so common.
I know them.
You do, yes. And you're not even from the West.
I am from the West. I'm a white person.
All right. Well, Western Union, they're not just a way to send money to Mexico anymore, like Ernie knows about. Go to our website, and you can do all kinds of stuff. You can send money to family and friends in 135
On our
countries.
website?
On our website, if you go through Western Union, you can send money like Ernie. You can get the rest of your family probably through the tunnels. All you got to do is send the money through Western Union, 135 different countries. If you probably have people in Honduras, El Salvador, places like that. Put money on prepaid cards. You can do that. Jason, you can put money on prepaid cards so you can live. You do that. You can pay bills online. Oh, you don't have bills. Yeah, well, and you can also pay domestic or foreign mortgages, auto, credit cards, insurance, utility, government, and other types of bill payments. Go to Western Union. Send funds any time of day or night to almost anywhere in the world, 135 currencies. All you got to do is go to JimandEddieTalkShit.com. They also have tons of new business solutions. Go there, click on the banner on our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com, and get signed up. That's Western Union.
Western Union, they put the fun in funds.
We're about to start the show. Just go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. You can buy packages there for everything. You can see a fucking new website where you can buy all the past episodes that everybody's asking about. iTunes only holds 100 episodes, so there's like 45 episodes or something that you can't get. So we now have them available on our site, but it costs us to put them up there, so it costs you to get them. Don't be like, you guys are fucking cunts for charging us. It costs us money, so we're not making... like the littlest bit to do it. So go to our website, Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. You can do everything there. Facebook, Twitter, all that fucking shit. Our email is jimandeddy@yahoo.com. And buy packages. The packages go to help the show. So t-shirts, DVDs, posters, all that kind of shit. Please keep being supportive. So thank you for being as retarded as you are. Jim, do you have any dates you want to plug?
My special Fully Functional will be out on Epic very soon to watch that, and I'll be in the Edinburgh Festival at the present moment. So if you're in Scotland and you don't know I'm there yet, if you'll know if I'm there. So you obviously don't want to see me if you haven't made the decision.
I'll be in Australia August 14th to like 27th. All my dates are available on alist.com.au. And my brand new DVD is coming out in Australia, soon to be the United States. In Australia, it's called I Love Pussy. It'll be available. And I'll be Australia, and then when I come back, I'm at the Ice House in Pasadena, September 7th and 8th. So get your tickets there. Go to the Ice House. Just Google it. And come see me. We got to listen to Jason's dumb song now.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit.
Matt Devlin is here, comedian who is also known. He's known as fucking Matty White Shoes, and
is that his nickname?
Yeah, didn't you know that? He always wears white shoes wherever he goes.
Is that true?
Patently false.
This is how Eddie sold me to you for this episode today, because we haven't met. We may have met in England because it turns out we were gigging in England at the same time, so we probably spent some car journeys together. But he said this guy can replace Jason in a heartbeat.
I gained weight and grew a beard as of yesterday.
Yeah, but you still have that air of aspiration around you.
I'll lose that. It's quite simple.
We have another call.
We have another call.
He's already taking charge.
Rock and roll.
Do you want to answer it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Say you're Jason's replacement.
Hi, this is Jasmine. You're on the air with Talking Shit. Speak English.
Are you there, sir?
You got to turn down your radio. Turn down your radio. I'm not used to these
Is
broadcasts.
this the gay sex chat line?
Is
Yeah.
this the gay sex chat line? I don't
Would you hit redial on your mother's phone?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Next caller.
hang up on him? He's gone.
Fuck you.
he's
If we want any more shit out of you, we'll squeeze your head. How am I doing? I'm Jasmine.
You're doing good.
High five.
He just gave a high five, Jason.
Oh, it's Jason?
Yeah, Jason's.
That's
his
not
name.
Jasmine?
No, his name's Jason. He's-
What were we-
I think it's funny you call him Jasmine.
I thought it was Jasmine.
No, it's
You told me to
Jason.
get fat and grow a beard, and I was going to be Jasmine. You're going to make me famous. You validate parking, right? I thought this was my future.
it is. You're killing.
Yeah, it is. The psychic that was just on here told us he's got a lot of change.
You had a
ahead.
psychic?
We had a
that
psychic
was
on
the
last
lady.
episode.
The last episode was a psychic who said that I fuck things and I'm a bit of an asshole.
And then
I know,
I'm
I
a
saw her, but
control-
I didn't know I was supposed to
And
know what
they-
happened on the last show. I thought it was like
Oh
surprise.
no, we recorded them on the same day. Everyone.
Oh,
knows.
all right, cool.
But
So, yeah, I saw the psychic. You should have seen her.
But then
Awesome.
she was a nice lady. She was on the largish sort of size as women do when they get a bit older.
She'll
and,
be thrilled to hear the follow-up
And
episode.
I don't think she listened to this one, but she took a bit of a shine to young Edward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Even with my fraternity syphilis disease,
yeah.
she
She offered to have a threesome with Lilith and her boyfriend.
and she also said that Jason wouldn't be on the show much longer.
I'd have a threesome with Elite and her boyfriend.
I'm a boyfriend.
We'll make sure you're good and drunk and out of the picture shortly thereafter. Is that your girlfriend?
No, I can do better than that.
who can't? Let me mention who Matt is, though. Matt's a comedian, works around here. I did his show. He does a show at the Townhouse down in Venice. I don't think you pretty much organize it. From what I understood from being at the show, your partner runs the show and you just wander around and drink a lot.
That's not far off from the truth.
Then,
Oh,
we got
we
a
have
phone
a-
call.
we have a phone
call.
Talking shit with Jasmine.
Awesome. Having a podcast with live callers who have no idea what you guys are talking about is a great idea.
You called in fuckface.
Hey, Brett.
But now I need to be informed.
Hey, Brett.
What's being discussed?
Yeah, well, the thing is, you got to get out of bed in the morning.
Is this your friend?
I think it sounds a lot like Mr. Brett McCabe of Boston, Massachusetts. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's it. I just got in from the bar, so I want to call in. Be an asshole.
Our guest knows our caller.
He works. I could hear it. He works at a
On
liquor
the East
store.
Coast, it's later. I'm in the future.
Yeah.
I know you're in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say hang up on you. He works at a liquor store, and then what happened? The whole place fucking crumbled, and then you went out and got drunker, and now you're calling in.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair
we
play.
went out tonight because I burned a DVD of the security camera footage, but the DVD player at the bar wouldn't play it for whatever reason.
Well, you should come down here to the rape cottage and check out the technology.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Wait, why did you have to burn the security camera? What happened?
Well, my manager got a hold of the video, so we had it on YouTube for a little bit. But the story is, my manager was putting up some signs in the window, and the fucking ladder fell, and he crashed the entire shelving that holds all the pints and the cigarettes. So it's basically another America's Funniest Home Video waiting to happen.
How much do you get to drink at a liquor store at work?
None, but I hang out with the wine lady, and
Oh, the wine lady. I bet you
and
she's
stuff.
foxy. Have you ever been held up in the liquor store? They're like the number one place for people coming in with guns, yeah?
No, but apparently, this place hasn't been held up in decades because it's all family owned. So
White
it's all
neighborhood.
stories, but
Where are you?
Nothing
What part of
fun.
Mass? We're going to send anyone we know that has a gun and is good at holding places up.
My mother will go down.
come on down to Waltham, Massachusetts.
Waltham.
Yeah, Sonny Waltham.
Oh, I know Waltham.
Brett, what you need to do, dude, is go to bed and sober up, and on September 16th, get your ass down to the Wilbur Theater and see Jim, yeah?
This guy's good, Jason.
But before you
I don't
do
know.
that,
I don't know if I'll be sober in
are
time.
you allowed back in the Wilbur Theater? But and
Not
if you
the-
can't
the
do
Tony
that,
Clifton
if you
incident.
click on the $1,000 donation, you get to hang out and drink with these
I
guys.
tell you what, free tickets to the Wilbur Theatre.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
throwing
yeah.
him out there. He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, free tickets.
For Brett, only Brett.
Bring the
His-
wine. Bring the wine
and his
lady.
brother.
No, your brother doesn't get to come. You got to
No,
bring
his
the
brother. I'll spring for his brother.
Okay, the brother gets to come if you spring, but the wine lady's got to come with
My
you.
brother's in bed.
Yeah,
Well, you have till 16th.
Will,
You
will he
got
be
some
awake
time.
by the 16th for me? I don't know. He's pretty
I'll
young
be
to
there.
sleeper.
Actually, one of my buddies was telling me he was getting tickets, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking go."
Nothing like leadership.
I've seen Jim perform in Boston already.
Did I do good?
You're all right.
Yeah.
Can you bring the wine lady? That's all I want.
Was that the one where I broke down in tears at the end and said no one loves me?
No, I saw you at there was this big like festival thing that was going on, the alternative comedy.
Oh, I was with
festival
Patton
Patton
Oswalt and
Morgan
me
Murphy.
and Morgan Murphy.
Because you
and-
belong there.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for calling in, mate. We're going to have to go. We got another
All
caller.
right.
Thank you for calling in.
Have a good podcast. I guess.
God bless you, Brett.
Now, I'm not a big strip club guy. You do know that. And whoever the fuck told you about the hooker stuff, the only hooker stuff I have is when I fucking mugged a hooker in New York City and lit her fucking wig on fire. That's it. I'm fucking the real deal.
Really?
In New York, when I was growing up in New York, there used to be a
I read
club
your
in
blog.
the city about the 1040 Club. And it was $9.95 plus tax, $10.40 to fuck a chick. This place was horrible.
$10 to fuck.
1040 in West Side of Manhattan.
What year is this?
1981.
1981.
I'm a junior in high school, and my friends are talking about this shit. And one night, this is why that story comes from. Don't get in weird cars with your friend. Get in your own fucking car at the end of the night. That's where I learned that lesson right there. And they're like, let's go into the city and get a bag of Coke, whatever. And all of a sudden, I'm like, fuck it. Let's go to the 1040 Club. And I'm like, what's the 1040 Club? And it was on the west side on like 48th Street in a building with a doorman. You know, you'd be in this dead street. It was, well, Manhattan's never dead, but there'd be 4 or 5 people walking around at 5 in the morning, and all of a sudden there'd be 200 guys going into this building. So you knew something was going up there. You went up to like the 8th floor, you paid the 1040, you went into this warehouse type office thing that had no furniture, just a bar. And a bunch of New York guys with open shirts and gold chains on, just talking amongst themselves. And all of a sudden they'd ring like a bell and a door would open up. And like, let's say there was 300 guys in there, they'd throw out like 170 chicks in there. Just all sizes, shapes, no black chicks, just white. They were all fucking foreign. That's the first time I ever
Because if they
seen.
were black, it'd be the 540 Club.
It was like fucking human trafficking in there. They were from all different parts of the world, but none of them were black. And you had a
All
fucking,
Eastern European birds?
like all broad. This is 1981.
No, the Russians hadn't invaded yet.
And they're talking. And
What about the Puerto Rican?
And half of them are
Yeah.
crying. They're
This
crying.
is during the
and shit.
Cold War.
These chicks didn't want to be there.
They're
They're fucking crying and shit. And you had to tackle them and fight other guys. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. I was here first. You're mine, bitch. And you got to like hold on to them. And some guys were like choking them because you got to bring them up. And then they have to give the guy a ticket. And they take in this back section. And it was just cubicles. And they had no running water. And I'll never forget they had like a bucket. And it looked like Rocky's bucket, like in round 2. They took that and they washed your dick with it. Then they put a condom on. Like, you're fucking 16. Jim Jeffries, take your mind back to when you're 16. You weren't prepared for this.
Yes, he was.
No,
Yes,
you
he-
weren't. Nobody was prepared. You had eaten pussy and sucked like a funnel tit and finger banged some chick behind a church, but you never really seen a real fucking live. And you seen Penthouse and you seen Playboy,
No.
but you never seen a disfigured chick with ripped stockings and a cesarean scar at 16. That's fucking real. And all this for the bargain price of $10.40 fucking cents. You understand me? Now the bitch is on top of me, and I can hear the condom and her pussy like. Now I'm no authority on fire. I got thrown out of the fucking weed blows, but that pussy was. I knew in the back of my mind she had heard that noise 1,000 times, and I wanted her to get off, but my boys were in other cubicles. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to get a teddy bear, and she's on top of me, just fucking. And I can hear it, and I'm thinking about how many dicks she had on that day. What was she saying? What language? I'm thinking about all this shit, and all of a sudden she stops in the middle of this. She goes, "For next to $10, I let you eat my pussy," and I fucking threw her off me, and I ran the fuck out of there, and I swore, listen, I don't know nothing about porn. You guys were talking about porn. I don't watch you porn. Ari's one of my good friends. He's the filthiest fucking Jew I know in the world. He loves you porn. He's always calling
Ari
me,
Shaffir.
trying to show me cum shots on fucking black chicks' tits and midgets and shit. I can't take that shit because of that night, how it affected me.
Really?
I like how she went,
Lalit.
for an extra $10, you can eat my pussy.
Eat my pussy. In the middle of this whole drama.
How fucking arrogant are women that she would actually go down that route? Imagine if I was fucking a chick and I said, for an extra 10, I'll let you suck my cock.
It was just fucking so
Lalit,
nasty.
is that trauma? Did he experience some? Lalit's a professional therapist.
At
I gotta say something about
Yeah,
that.
Was that, did
16.
you lose your virginity to her?
No, I had lost my virginity to like my cousin in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like during the summer, I got, and then like you ever fuck your cousin the next day, like you check the stomach. She's 12, you're 11. You know what I'm saying? Like you're checking her stomach, then I get her pregnant. Till this day, she won't talk to me on Facebook. Fuck that bitch. My other cousins talk to me.
Did you honestly lose your virginity to your cousin?
I swear, I had two
Wait,
cousins.
first
Listen to me.
cousin?
I had well, let me tell you something. I'm Cuban, so we had this Puerto Rican family that my mom had a dry cleaners with in the Bronx.
Sure.
And they had a banging little daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe I was 10 and she was like 12 and she had hair on her pussy and I didn't have hair on my fucking little
12-year-old with hair in her pussy?
Oh, she was
Yeah,
fucking. She's Puerto Rican, dog. Those Puerto Rican chicks, you have no fucking idea.
Sure.
And she would show me a little pussy and her little tits and shit for like a quarter. I would come home with my face all red. You know what I'm saying? Your dick's all fucking hard. You got no hair. And then one time, I think she let me eat her pussy and suck her little titties. But then in Miami, I had a cousin who was like 2 years older than me. She was beautiful. She had freckles, the whole dirty feet.
Was she a first cousin? Was this a second?
Again, we're Cubans. Her parents were. My mother was her godmother, and her father was my godfather.
Oh, yeah, that's
But we
like
weren't-
second, third
Right,
cousins.
but we
Yeah,
weren't
yeah, yeah.
supposed to fuck. There was no blood there, so fucking was optional.
Right.
But we would just, you know what I'm saying? Like we'd play house.
So
like-
if you had a baby, it wouldn't be retarded.
right. No, I'd fuck her in the tent. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
she'd
Like,
still be Puerto Rican.
yeah, no, she was Cuban. She was Cuban, but it's funny because I seen her on Facebook.
Cuba Rican.
Their dad went to fucking prison, and we lost contact with them. And then as I got older, my mom passed, and then we kind of hooked up in '84. And then the earth. What happened in Miami? They had the fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
Then I lost
Hugo.
contact with them again, and then I finally found them on Facebook. But my cousin talks to me. The girl and the younger boy talk to me. She's like,
Maybe you want to put a Casey Kasem out to her right
fuck that. Fuck her. She, like Scarface says, she was a fucking whore then and she's a whore now. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you
Just
talking about? Oh,
Tony Montana's mother when he says she was a bomb then and she's a bomb now. Same thing. Fuck that little dirty freak. You know what I'm saying? Fuck her. You know what? You ever had that? That's women always do that. They can pull that shit. Like you spend the night with them, you fuck them up the ass, you come on their titties, then you see them a week later when they're with their boyfriend, they make believe like they don't know you, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch.
All that one where
What's
they,
that fucking attitude? You sucked my dick when I had dead dick and shit.
All that-
You had slobber in your mouth, and now you want to make believe like you don't know me, motherfucker.
that girl who gets willingly drunk with you
Yes.
throughout the night, willingly
Yeah.
drunk. She's all aboard. You're not
All
forcing any
aboard.
drinks. Then she fucks you, and then she wakes up like, oh God, what did I do? You knew what you fucking
You knew what
did.
you know. I blacked out last night, yeah? Well, if you would have blacked out, you would have forgotten how to suck a dick, and that you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't forget how to suck a dick. You might have forgot who president was or something like that.
I just
But
hope
that dick sucking skill was still intact.
It depends what white you're talking about. Like Jason's a white.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jason, you're not even good enough to be a Mexican. That's how little you work, Jason. Our Mexicans are laughing for the people at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mexicans are the only ones laughing. I'm sitting back here going, I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Bert, we play a game here every once in a while. We say, if you could be any race other than your own, what
Black.
would you be?
Black.
Would
didn't
you?
even
Oh, on a fucking
We
heartbeat.
both chose Bina, me and Eddie. We did.
Oh, I'd be black in a fucking heartbeat.
Would you?
Wait.
Yes,
Ray,
and I would
Ray's,
be.
Ray,
I would be the worst. Like what the kind of black person that white people hate and black people hate. I'd be like Tupac. I'd be loud. I'd be fucking.
You'd be in the cinema.
How's
Oh,
that?
I'd be in a gang.
How's that any different than now?
Yeah, no, I'd be myself, but black.
Why would you want to be in a game?
I don't know. I just look at it. I've been always fucking fascinated.
You always
by
look.
it.
You look good in a bandana.
I do. I look really good. Let me tell you something. I used to rock the Tupac bandana backwards, granny style. That's how I used to wear bandanas in college. There were times.
Can you please put that on your website?
There were times when I was obsessed with Tupac in college.
All right. Next question: Mexican or Asian?
Yeah.
Mexican.
Wow.
Keep going this. Dude. Keep
Asian
going
or
this.
Native American Indian?
Asian.
Asian or albino?
Asian.
We got one coming.
You got an albino coming?
coming in
I
a
had an
second.
albino guy take his dick out.
Asian,
One time.
Asian.
What did it look like? What did it look
It
like?
looked like a fucking lighthouse. White, real blight with no grass. Like
Hey,
just
let's get when Luke comes here. Let's
We'll
get
get
his
him to
cock
get
out.
it out. We'll get him to get it out. Okay,
Wait.
white-
I want to say
white
we
guy.
got to stop saying we got 2 Mexicans. Ray, you're a halfie, right?
I'm a half, yes.
Yeah, we got 1.5 Mexicans.
Which half are you? What's your other half?
The dad's the Mexican, the mom's the white.
Oh, she's a white. I was worried you're going to put a black in there. Good for you, right? I'm only joking. And so okay, so an Asian person or a white person missing a hand?
Asian. I'm going Asian.
Okay, an Asian person or a white man with no toes?
Or white woman.
I'm just saying what. I'm just trying to find out what level of white disability is better than Asian.
An Asian person or Jason?
I wouldn't mind Jason. I could fix that up.
Look at
No.
his
Let's go with it. Let's go with the no toes. No toed white guy or an Asian.
What kind of Asian?
Any Asian you want.
Any?
No, because there's like the Mongoloidish ones.
It's
up
gotta-
on the
No,
top
I
of
wouldn't be
Mongolia.
one
No,
of
you
those
got
fucking
either
badass Japanese
either
guys.
Japanese. Okay,
Fuck, I'm going Asian. Yeah,
you go. Okay, white guy or Japanese bloke.
white guy.
White guy, of course. So
Yeah.
the only difference between you and an Asian is if your toes were gone.
Yeah, if my toes were gone, I'd be like, "Fucking, why did I get stuck with this stupid white body?"
Yeah,
I want the Asian one
that's
so
the only
bad.
thing that's holding you back. And you know what? Okay, what about white guy with Asian-sized dick or an Asian guy with a white guy's dick?
You know who would in this situation?
Hold on, Eddie. White guy with an Asian-sized dick or an Asian with a white dick. I'm going with Asian with a white dick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, how about this?
Because you're doing the math there like
How
a
about
good
this?
Asian.
Wait, before you say that,
You're doing the math there 'cause you're Asian.
do you know that there's one person that we could ask this question to that we would say white or black or that wouldn't answer white that is white?
Our albino friend.
He's gonna come in here, you guys.
Wait, is he really albino?
He'd rather be anything other than white.
Yeah, but there can be black albinos. You ever seen them?
Yeah.
Wait, he's
I've
white
seen one.
albino?
They look like
He's white albino?
Yeah,
Us.
but white albinos, all albinos
just
look
blonde.
the same. They all look the same.
no,
No,
that's
no.
Victor
Black
Venato.
albinos. Black
we know
albinos.
black
Yeah.
albino.
Black albinos, when they have they have the curly hair, but still, ooh. My father has the same condition that Michael Jackson had.
The thing where you're.
No, he fucked kids. no, my dad has.
God, that was so well played.
My dad has.
That was so fucking good.
I'm not. What's it called? Vitiligo.
Vitiligo, yeah.
Vitiligo.
What is that?
It starts on your dick.
You lose your skin pigmentation over your body. Now, Michael Jackson had it, but he obviously bleached the rest of his skin.
Right.
Like, because it happens in splotches. And there is footage of him earlier. That's why he put the white glove on to begin with, because it happened on the back of his hand. Was the first place it became evident. It happened to my father on the back
It happens
of
on
his...
your dick first.
I don't know.
No, my buddy has it, and he said the first place it happens is your dick.
I don't know about my father's
Maybe that's
dick,
just
but...
he's jerking off too much, or that's where it
No,
starts.
I said to him, I go, did you think it was like a venereal disease? And he was like, I didn't know what it was. I freaked out, and I went to the doctor, and they were like,
It's just you lose all your pigmentation. It's like getting albinism like later in life, but it's worse because it goes all blotchy. And my father's got it over his chest and over his hands and allegedly his dick. And allegedly, I don't know about this thing. But Michael Jackson had it. But then I don't know why he just never told the truth and why he said it was blotchy. Because on black guys it looks horrible, obviously, because it looks like they're stealing white. And so that joke deserved a better laugh. Can we edit that out? That was horrible.
Add a laugh track.
Right?
no,
come
it
on.
stays in.
So anyway, he put
What
the
would you
glove
rather
on.
be, black or Aborigine?
Aboriginals
Aboriginal.
are black.
No, they're,
No, they're
not.
not.
They're not.
Oh, I'd rather be a black guy than Aboriginal.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Because well, they're not as oppressed as Aboriginals are really oppressed.
Maori or Aboriginal.
Maori because they could beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, go back to your dad's dick.
So anyway, my point is that Michael Jackson did bleach the rest of his skin. I don't know why he lied about
Have you
that.
seen your dad's dick?
Not for you. Well, I probably stood next to him at a urinal and taken a peek.
Were you like, wow, that's very well.
No, I don't think his dick is discoloured, to be honest with you. I have pissed next to him.
Wait, so if I ever meet your dad, am I going to stare at him?
No, he's just got a couple of blotches on his chest and a bit on his hand and all that type of stuff.
It's not that bad. A lot of people have it and you don't even know it.
On white
people, you can't
white
really
guys, it's not that noticeable, but on black people, it's really looks really bad.
Colin told me yesterday I have the worst staring problem. I just stare at people.
Yeah, and you don't blink.
Yeah, and I just stare at them. I
Kinda
go,
like Jason
that's
does.
because I'm thinking of what I want to make fun of them for. Hey, you're calling talking shit. This is Eddie. What's going on?
What's up, Eddie? Are you guys doing a podcast right now?
We're doing
Yeah.
the podcast. You're on live.
Holy shit! What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good.
Who's
is,
this?
Is Jim and
I'm here.
Jason
yeah.
Hour there?
This
Yeah,
is,
Jason
this
Hour's
is,
here too.
This is Jim Jeffries. Hello.
Yeah. Can I kill Jason Hour for free?
You want to get in the room and try?
Yeah, I would. Can I?
Come on.
I'm pretty local. I'm local.
Hey, Lily just said that you sound cute,
Local,
mate.
like born and raised local, or just like moved here local?
Like
He's
it's
not an American Indian.
11:35. I could be there by 12:30.
That's not local.
No, at 12:30 is good, Jason. I'll let him come here to kill you.
Yeah. That's with showering.
You don't have a
Jason.
gun, do you? You don't.
Hey, Jason.
You don't use
Jason,
guns.
and take me out on a date.
Let's do let's do your kung fu against my jujitsu.
I'm getting turned on.
You know, jujitsu's pretty badass. I admit that. But I wrestled in high school, so I kind of fused them together. So
Hey,
Good
look,
for you.
that's
So
cool.
what-
hey, mate.
Hey,
No.
So,
will you do me a favor,
so you
though?
want,
Will
so you want to do it or what?
Will you show me a few like locks before you do it, though? Just so I can see. Like I've
I'll
never
show you
taken.
whatever you want to see.
I've never
Whatever you wanna
taken
see.
jujitsu. I'm actually. Yeah!
Hey.
You only did that from the second step, though. I did it from like near the top.
We're going to address about 4 issues before you do that. First of all, Matt Devlin, our new co-host, just went up to take a shit, came down the steps, and did a dynamic landing on the stairs that Jason claims was only 2 steps when Jason did how many steps?
I jumped from that step.
How many steps?
9, 10.
Bullshit.
Jason did
Bullshit.
10
Fire
steps.
up the camera.
We're going to have to see your 10 steps
I'll do
again.
it.
Okay, we're going to have to see the 10 steps.
Do it again.
What's our
right, I'll do
what's
it
our
right now.
caller's name? What's your name?
Luciano.
Luciano.
Oh,
Are
he
you-
is a
are you
jujitsu
single,
guy.
Luciano?
Luciano is very
Okay,
jujitsu.
can we-
Can
name.
everybody just shut the fuck up for a second? Jason, who claims to be a wrestler and knows Shaolin, just challenged Luciano.
No, I didn't. I want to learn from Luciano.
I'm gonna kill Jason. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Luciano, is there a chance? Would you
Yeah.
come down here? You do know mixed martial arts,
Yeah.
Okay.
Just jujitsu.
so you would have no problem beating the shit out of Jason.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be fun.
Luciano, would you come down to the show and we can have a like a match where you wrestle Jason and have a match with him?
Only if you put it on YouTube.
We absolutely will.
We can do it at 12:30 tonight if you want to come down right now.
Do you
Hey,
wanna
Luciano, before you do
Yeah.
it, are you a martial artist, or are you fucking looking to get your ego puffed up? Because if you're a martial artist, you respect me and we respect each other. If you're gonna come down here and try to do something stupid like hurt someone, is that what you're gonna do?
What I'm hearing from you is that you're scared.
No. hey, no. I mean, oh no. I mean,
He's too dumb to
are
be
you
scared.
taking a caller that wants to come in and have a real fight with me, or a respectful match?
But if
No.
if he's martial,
No,
if he's not
I
martial
won't
arts and he
really-
just wants
I
a
won't
real
really-
fight,
I won't really kill you.
Because I'll put my finger
I'll-
through your
I'll
eyeball if
submit
it's a
you.
real fight, dude. And I'll just
I'll-
shoot you
I'll
from down the
submit you.
street, you know?
all right,
I'll submit
Jason.
you. I won't hurt you.
This is
You
a
won't
fact.
get hurt.
He's-
I
No,
won't
no,
break
if he wants to
arms
come
or-
in as
He's
a
just gonna,
respectful
he's
person.
gonna, yeah, he's gonna do it. He's just gonna choke you out.
I like to
He's
learn.
just gonna choke
It's
you
a-
out.
If it's a good fight, it's going to be a learning experience for whoever. It doesn't matter. It's both ways.
You like to learn.
Yeah. Luciano,
All right,
you get
so
what
are
I'm
we
saying,
doing
right?
This or what?
Organize it.
For Eddie's ego, maybe.
No, it's Jason.
Because I really don't care.
I
but
think Lily would be happy. She really wants to meet you.
Yeah, you want to come down and fight Lily?
We film it for YouTube and put it up. And if you guys got to think of something good though, because if he is able to beat me up, what's the? I mean, I'll be
Some-
embarrassed, but
someone else sounds like they're running scared.
Luciano, are you afraid of Jason?
what's that?
Are you afraid of Jason at all?
No.
How quickly do you
Not
think
at
you,
all.
how quickly do you think you could get him to tap out?
He's stretching.
25 seconds.
Okay, let's do an over-under of a minute. So if Jason can make it 1 minute, you have to intern for us. If
You broke up right there. I have to what for you?
you have to have sex with Ernie.
Ew.
No. He's a fan. He doesn't have to do anything.
Okay, but we got to
Yeah.
set up some stakes here. This is the guy we can have
The
wrestle.
guy's driving out here.
Are we going to do this tonight?
Can't do it in the dog park. This is awesome.
Will you do
We're
it?
gonna be like
Jason,
5
we're gonna get
middle-aged
We're going to
douchebags
get
fighting in a
amazing
park.
ratings. Amazing ratings.
Hey, middle-aged douchebags. What?
No, me and
Yeah,
Eddie.
how old are
me
you?
and-
How old are you, Luciano?
It's Luciano.
31.
He doesn't even know how
He's
to pronounce
31.
his
Yeah,
name.
no, he's 10 years your junior.
Bring it. Get him down here. Come
Okay.
down, bitch.
All right.
All right, Matt just pulled a knife.
You're for-
I don't
you're
even
for
know what the
breakfast.
fuck.
Was that Jason Hour that just said "come down, bitch"?
Yeah,
No,
that's-
that was
Yes,
that
it
was
No, that was
Jason
Jasmine.
Hour.
that was Jasmine.
Oh.
Jim Jeffrey says you're a cunt, and that Australian kung fu is way better than Brazilian.
I never said anything of the sorts. I think
Jason, I'm on Luciano's side.
Yeah.
I'm going to cheer
No,
for
you
him.
know what?
Eddie,
The thing is,
You'd be
I'm
on
a
Hitler's
fan
side
of,
if he was against me.
Hey, Luciano, you an Italian fella? You Italian bloke?
Yeah, I got some Italian blood in me. Yeah.
Yeah. Soon Jason's going to have some in him.
Ah.
All right, are we going to do this tonight?
No, fuck off.
Why?
Oh, you backed out here. How about this, Jason? I've only been training for about 10 months.
That's you've been a Shaolin master
And
for
you've been
years.
a Shaolin black belt. Remember when we met?
And you've had chi your entire life.
Jim and I got called to a party the
This
other
isn't
night.
actually not very good.
Hold on. Hold on. Everybody pause for
This
one
is kind of
second.
stupid. It's a fight.
Jason,
you want to see us fight?
Jason,
Fight.
I mean, that's what you want?
Fight.
Hey, if you want to fight so bad, why don't you guys get up and step up?
No.
Because you're both cowards and you're chicken.
No.
You know, Luciano, I'll fight you if that's what it takes to make them. But these guys are both cunts, and they won't fight anybody. They'll fucking run. They'll get a lawyer. They'll do whatever.
Jason.
Bitch. Bring it, fucker. You're tough. You do lift weights. You do training. You want to go? You want some of this, fucker?
No, I don't.
All right, you want some of this?
I want a little bit of it.
You want to
Jason.
use one of your fans as a fucking
I'll take a little
stand-in
bit
for
too.
your
If
rage?
he's going to take a little bit, I'll take a little bit.
You're going to use one of your fans
I'll
as
take a
a
little
stand-in
bit.
for your bitch?
I'll take a little bit.
That's right.
I'll take a little bit. Not a lot. I just want a little bit.
Little tutorials when you get out of line.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I'll tell you what, fucking Luciano. Here's your fucking deal. You got 1 week to train Jim and Eddie, and I'll fight them simultaneously. How's that?
And Luciano, I'll fight you on the side just so it's worth the fucking bus fare you got to pay to come down here. Eddie just had wart surgery on his head. Yeah, and Jim's Australian. All right, so you got your work cut out for you, you lippy cunt.
Go back to the valley. Who takes an hour to get to Venice? Jesus Christ, where do you live?
Better yet, come down at 2:30 after me and fucking Jasmine are done drinking, and we'll fucking see you on 52 Wynwood Ave outside of the townhouse. We'll fucking teach you a lesson. You know how to read?
meet you at the taco truck.
Yeah.
52 Windward.
Jim and I are in the other gang. We're on your side, Luciano.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll know me because I'm going to be the one that's eating a fucking quesadilla by the taco truck.
Luciano, Jim and I are on your team. These two, Jason and
We
his,
should
his
do
new
that.
sidekick.
We should sanction fights amongst strangers. That's gonna be. That's gonna be good for your brain.
I'm the Dom King of bum wars.
Ernie, who you backing up? Who you backing up on this thing?
Can you please give us your Twitter page so we can get it up on the computer right now so we can see what you look like? Do you have a Twitter page, mate?
Yeah, I do, but my picture's not on there.
You got a Facebook page we could go to?
Yeah, look it up. Man, everyone's gonna be hitting me now if I tell you.
That's
Is this
okay.
all going
Only
on the
about
air?
40,000 people over about a month.
It's okay. You're
Only
tough.
about Jason's 12 fans.
Yeah, maybe a
You
couple.
don't have to accept them. I get bothered all day on the internet. It's wonderful.
It's Luciano, Luciano, and then my last name is.
That sounds like a fighter.
That sounds like a fight.
Jason just got a little scared.
Oh, it's the one at the top
Jason,
there. One at the
How
top.
old is she?
Wait
Jason,
a
you're
second,
going to hit a
dude.
man with a baby?
I fucking think I might even know you. You might even know me, dude. Are you serious? Look at this.
Yeah, no, that guy's going to kick your ass, Jason.
No.
Yeah.
yeah,
you're dead,
no,
Jason.
you're dead, Jason.
You're dead, Jason.
That guy's lean.
Luciano, you want to do pads or no
Hey,
pads? You want to do gloves or like knuckles?
The lead's a bit taken back by you. I've got to be
Here, how
honest.
about this? How about this? How about this? How about we just do?
We can
straight
grapple
up-
only. Grapple only too.
Straight up grappling. No strikes, no kicks.
That's cool with me too. I like the grapple.
Why don't you guys just lick each other out? Fags, come on.
No, I'm cool with grappling too. It's been a long time since I wrestled, so.
Why don't you have a
Because
jumping
it sounds
down
like
the
Jason
stairs
Hour's a little
competition?
afraid.
Can we do?
I'm not afraid. I'll do whatever you guys want. I mean, fuck, shit. I let two asshole almost celebrities punch me out for like nothing, you know?
It's very aggressive towards us. Did you see that?
All right, so when do you want to do it? Can you come down tonight?
Yeah, I'll be down. Want me to come down?
Come right now, and we're
Ju-
going to wrestle on the floor here in the rape cottage.
I don't have underwear on.
We don't care.
I don't like. I'm free balling right now. That's the truth. I'm like totally free balling.
It's just
right
it's
now.
just-
Are we really gonna wrestle right now?
Yeah. Will you do it? Wait. I don't want to bring him down here unless you're going to wrestle.
Can we do
him.
it after last call?
Jesus Christ! I'm already half drunk. What time is it?
It's early.
It's like almost midnight.
Jason, we're gonna
Hey,
move
you know what?
everything.
Hey, to be truthful, it's really gonna take me about an hour and a half because I gotta get dressed.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it
You
tonight.
gonna put your cup on?
No, I'll be there. No,
Oh,
cup or no
Jason.
cup, doesn't matter. I'll be there.
All right, here's
I don't
what we're
even
gonna-
have underwear on,
hold
Luciano.
hold
How do you
hold
feel
on.
about that?
Luciano?
There's only one layer between
Jason,
me and you.
Just shut the fuck up and let me organize
You're
it.
not in the middle of being challenged.
Yeah.
I should have some levity in what I
Jason,
say.
you've been challenged your entire life.
Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. Luciano, we're going to get all your information. You email us at jimandeddie@yahoo.com. We are going to set it up the next week. You're going to be on the show. The very first episode is going to be you and Jason grapple. No kicking, no punching. You just grapple.
We should do it before
Yeah,
the
that's
show
fine.
during daylight.
Why does it have to be daylight,
So
Jason?
the light's good for shooting.
Jason, this is why I want to see you
No,
get tapped
no,
out.
no.
Lose or win, it's going to be some good footage.
We're going to do
Yeah,
it. Just Luciano, get
I will drive up the Challenger and put the headlights on. It will look so cool.
Yeah, it'll be just like the Outsiders. Listen, Luciano,
Let's
send
do
us
it.
send us an email right now. We're going to set it up. You're going to come down. You're going to wrestle the Hour of Power.
All right, well, hold
Free
on. Let me make
t-shirt.
sure I can get through to you guys.
You get a free T-shirt.
Oh, dope. Can I rub all Jason's blood off me with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You could use it as a
Jim and Eddie are one word.
at yahoo.com.
Jim and Eddie at yahoo.com.
I hope you die in a car accident on the way down.
That's our new sidekick, Matt
Well, you
Devlin.
said we could be honest. Fuck you, Luciano.
All right.
Jason's my pal, and he's a badass.
Do you not feel bad
All
about
right.
stealing his job, though?
So what do you
I
want
mean,
me to
it's a
send you?
fucking
Just
recession.
My email address?
No, you email us, you
You
numbnuts.
just email us and
I
then.
just emailed you.
All right. Well, we can't do it right now. We're on the air, but when we get off the air, we'll sort it out. Thanks for
Okay.
calling in, mate.
Thanks for calling.
Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
See you at the game.
After.
Start telling the story. We'll try not to go off on tangents.
Actually, let Paul in for
Let
this story.
Paul in for this. as
Jason,
well.
Paul,
Jason,
come in,
step
come in,
out
take-
of this one because you have a way
He's
of
got a mic.
interrupting.
He's right there.
Yeah, but
No,
don't
no, no,
interrupt
no.
the
Don't
story.
interrupt.
I want to be able to
I'm
look
on
at him while
time
he's
for
doing
my
it.
part.
Get off the thing.
Huh?
Go.
I'm on time for my part.
Yeah. Paul, get into the seat.
He's on time. This is Paul Provenza, the host of the Green Room on Showtime. He's been on the show before. He brought Treadwell.
Now, there's some jeans you could kick a man in the nuts with.
Yeah, you could
Oh
take a
my
nice-
God!
Yeah.
Did you borrow them off from a bomber after he threw that pitch
I've got nuts right here. This is actual nut.
with ladyboy lipstick on them?
It's a little early in the month of August, but yeah, soon. Yeah. I love
All
the
right.
lady boys of Bangkok.
Paul, when's my episode airing, by the way?
A couple of weeks.
Okay. Am I episode 6?
I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you're
I got
5 or
pushed
6.
all the way down, huh? You got to get the ratings early.
Yeah, that's probably it.
All
No,
come
you're
on,
the closer.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
You're the closer. Nothing can follow you, Eddie.
I've never actually told a story in any succinct fashion, so it's hard. But it started off at
Fat Cave.
Fat Cave.
no, it didn't. It started out
Sorry,
at
wrong person.
A free beer show. We're at the free beer show, and these bunch of kids from because
Explain what the free beer
the
show
free beer
is.
show is kids from Oxford who decided that they would give the audience free beers, but they were just a warm pallet of beers that they bought from a bottle shop.
Tenants.
So you'd have
Tenants, the really
you'd have-
fine stuff.
You'd have one beer and go, I hate warm beer.
Did you ever do the free spliff show?
We have a lot of
No,
people.
no, I've done the free mushroom.
Hold
the free,
on, guys.
Yeah.
You got to set things up more. People don't even know what the Edinburgh Comedy Festival is. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
people
what I'm
listen.
saying,
There's a
yeah.
comedy festival in Scotland, and during the month of August, and there's how many comics there? Like 300, 400, 500 comics performing.
There are a lot of
there's
comics.
there's about 2,300 shows happening simultaneously.
Right.
throughout the
And
month.
so it's hard to get an audience to your show, and everybody, if you're not one of the big names, it's hard to get an audience in. So people do gimmicky shit to get them in, And one of them is.
But also, there's a late night comedy series, a whole bunch of different shows with different vibes and personalities and different venues. And one of them was the Free Beer Show, which was these kids who financed the show basically by selling drugs.
Just Oxford kids. You know what's even better about it? The guys, and I won't say their names.
They used to pay their way through the festival by selling coke during the festival.
They were selling coke and selling MDMA and all that type of stuff. And may I say, welcome to the two of them, if they're listening, and well done on just getting your law degrees. They're both lawyers now.
It's
so
not a
carry
joke.
on.
Yeah,
really? Yeah, they're both lawyers now.
A lot of people at the Edinburgh Fringe really aren't in show business like this
like the management and agents.
Yeah.
Who still aren't if you've ever worked in the industry.
But like if you're like, there's a group from some medical school in America that had like a performing arts group, and they decided they would all spend the month in Edinburgh doing their medical school show, and it was at like 11 a.m. or something like that in some makeshift venue. And so they were all at the Free Beer Show that night. And so everybody that got up, they were heckling, and they were being really obnoxious and noisy, and they were a big part of the audience because there were like 20 of them. And when I got up, they started that shit, and I just said, okay, all right, you guys. So what's the show you're doing? Clearly you want some attention. We may as well use this to everybody's benefit. Why don't you tell us the show you're doing, get it out of your system, pass out the flyers. So they all got up, and they were, we're doing this show at such and such a time, such and such a venue, and they passed out flyers, and they said, okay. And when that settled down, I said, we're all coming tomorrow, and we're going to do the exact same thing to you that you've done to us.
Other people in
Yeah, no, I can tell you exactly who was there. It started Paul Provenza, Alex Lazarus, Paul Byrne, me,
Glenn Wool.
Glenn Wool.
Was Glenn with us?
It was Glenn's idea.
He's the instigator.
You're right.
It started with, right. So this was
I got an idea.
This was like a week before the Free Beer Show. It was just a long night of a lot of hilarity, and Glenn would get to the point very often. I don't know if he slowed down, but at the time he would get to the point very often where it would be easier for him just to stay high all night long to go do his children's show at 11.
Yeah.
Rather than
he works as an actor, just like a pineapple or something.
That's what I really want to talk about.
I will. Wait 1 second. So yeah, because he was doing his own show, and he was also doing one of those James Campbell's shows at 11. And he, around 7 or 8, he would have to be faced with that decision: should I go to sleep or just plod on through? And when you stuck with him all the way and went and watched the show he did after staying up for 2 days straight, it was genius.
So, if I may, as well, to lend some structure to this.
Right, but this initial incident was really just some sort of like drug-fueled, early morning, crazy thing. Just as the energy just settled down, Glenn Wool goes, I was just sitting around a table. People had come and gone.
We were at Ed
all
Burns'
night.
apartment, and
Glenn
Glenn was staying with him, I think.
No, Ed and Glenn was staying at that big apartment.
You left out the part that they all ordered. They were all making truffle tea, and I didn't know what truffle tea was. And they go, do you want a cup of tea? And I said, yeah. And I don't do like any heavy drugs. And I start drinking this tea, and I go, what's truffle tea? And they're like, oh, it's like mushrooms. And I go, what? And they're like, yeah, it's psychedelic. And I went,
Yeah, but there was a lot more that fueled this than that.
So
That was like the least of the things that were being activated.
If I may,
yeah.
as it was relayed to me the following day, the beginning of the story that I heard was Paul Byrne said to me, it's 8 a.m. And the last thing you ever want to hear at 8 a.m. is Glenn Wool going, I've got an idea. Aha, the story leaks.
Yes.
So
that part's
true.
correct.
That is
so
true.
he goes, I've got an idea, and we look up Old Bleer. And by the way, I want to say that the only drug I ever do is weed. So I'm already up for like 2 days without any natural things involved there. But so Glenn's in overdrive. But the shift is about to happen where he crashes. Yeah. So he goes, I've got an idea. And he goes, look at all these early morning shows. Look at these shows at 10 a.m.,
They have
11
a program.
a.m.
They have a book that has every show listed
And
at
it's
the
thousands.
festival.
And
there are shows.
This is
Most
the really
most
funny
of the
part.
comedy shows, stand-up comedy shows, are going 8 p.m. plus. Like 8, 9, 10, 11.
No. Starting at fucking 2.
Yeah, they started
really?
to.
Yeah.
Well,
But the
But the stuff
there's
that's early in the
shows-
morning is either
there's
kids shows or it's like a group from a medical school that has a medical school
theater.
show,
Yeah.
and they got that time slot. So he goes, but the way Glenn framed this to me was genius. He goes, all these shows, I bet you they struggle every day for audience. I think we should all go and support one of our fellow acting groups here. We should go to the first show we can. It's like 8
And there were
a.m.
about 10 fucked up people in this apartment.
yeah.
At this time.
Yeah.
So people started to peel off.
So we decide that we're
Well, there
going
were
to
people
go.
that chose not to go. Alistair Barry, you pussy.
So we decide that we'll go.
Well, hang on. He had to
we
headline.
decide that we're going to go to the show.
He was closing somewhere.
But somewhere along
Alistair
the
couldn't have
line,
gone there. He would have ripped the roof off the joint.
No, it would have struggled at first, but he would have turned it around.
I don't remember who came up with the idea after Glenn said, "Let's go to a show and support people." Was it you? And
Some-
said, and we should.
I heard it was you that invented Heckle Club.
Somebody said, let's heckle. And I said, let's write down our heckles.
Right.
We'll put them in a hat. You pick out of the hat.
And you
the
have to say
and
it.
you have to say
You
what's on the
have
piece
to
of
say it.
paper.
But how we chose the show.
This is the best part.
I did not know this.
We decide to just riff through the book, and Glenn is just gonna point, and he points to a Catholic girls' school.
Xavier Prep School from Cincinnati, Ohio. You do?
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Hang on,
St.
it's an
X?
all
Holy shit.
it's an all girls school,
And the play was
and they are
called-
doing a play called China Beach.
No, it was. I thought it was one.
St. X is
One
the boys'
from the
school,
heart.
Ursulines the girls.
One from
Takes
the
place
heart.
at China Beach. It's about a
yeah,
whole
I
bunch of
lived there
China
for a
Beach
while, yeah.
nurses
It's
working in the
like
medics
eighth
corps.
graders.
What year was this?
This was about 5-6 years ago.
No. I was drinking. It was 2004.
That sounds about right.
It was
Somewhere in
about
there.
2005, I think.
No, it was 2004.
So we go to the show, and now Al, you should tell people, you should let people in on who Alex Lazarus is, because that's kind of key.
Yes.
Why are you guys pointing to me to tell?
Alex Lazarev was a young puppy dog comedian who knew nothing and just loved to be around people who did know a lot, but anybody who knew anything.
He was just an annoying open mic.
always
hung
gave
around when he
Alex,
shouldn't have.
but everybody always gave.
I always
Alex
feel sorry
shit.
for Alex.
He's a nice kid.
Now, if
He's
I
now
may
he's
as well,
now a relationship
because my
counselor.
favorite tell of the
He's
story.
not.
No, even worse. He does a show about, but I mean, he does it like as a seminar, how to be successful with women.
That guy
Yeah.
does a seminar on how to be
On how-
successful
how
with
to be
women.
a successful,
That guy
pickup woman.
That guy once showed up at my house in Manchester, right? Knocked on the door. It was raining, and this is how successful this cunt is. It was 3 a.m. I'd met the guy like twice in my life, and me and Steve Hughes and Jason John Whitehead were living in this house, and he went, "Hey Jim, man, how you doing?" He goes, "I just picked up this girl at XS Malarkey, and I've told her that I live at your house. Can I take her upstairs to bang her?" And I'm like, all the rooms are being no, fuck off.
He's one of those classic guys.
That's
as well
like a
that-
deaf German
You know,
guy.
whenever you hear someone's version of events, and they're still like the fuck up in the story, where they're like, "I got screwed," and then they tell you the version, and you're like, "You're still the asshole in your story."
Yeah.
All right, and this is your version.
Does he-
So, if I may, my favorite tell is Paul Byrne's version, and he says that when they go into the children's
Wait, you
Catholic-
haven't even gotten to there. So we decide we pick out. We pick out the fucking heckles. I remember.
So right.
Like
We had-
you could write anything you wanted on the thing because you weren't going to say that heckle. Somebody else was picking it. I pull out of a hat. My heckle says, "Die, nigger, cunt, die." That's what I
wrote
have
that
to
one.
Yell. That's what I have to yell, and I have to do it. And I'm like, and everyone's like, you have to yell whatever is on your thing. So I'm like, oh, why did I get this one? You know, like,
As long as you did it when no black kids were on the stage, you're right.
So we
Even
go.
St. X, there wasn't.
So we go down to this place. We go to buy tickets at the front gate, and we're all fucking, you know, you can
Hold
tell
on,
we're
hold
all-
on. What did you have?
I don't remember actually.
I wrote something like that. Cum in your throat makes you sound like blah blah blah. I forget. It was too long.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
But we
You don't want to make a dated reference?
we went
I'm
to
ashamed of the fucking joke.
we
I
went to
did.
buy the tickets, and when we went to buy the tickets, the woman goes, we were all giggling and not farting, and I farted right in front of the woman, like as loud as I could.
And it was
she
like,
goes-
and it was like in an auditorium of like a
Yeah.
medical school.
and she
in
goes,
Edinburgh or
she
something.
goes, you know what? You guys can get all that shit out right now. Get it. I'm not doing a Scottish accent, but she's like, get it out. I don't want. It's not going in there. You're not going to act like this in there. And we're like, all right, we'll calm down. We'll calm down. Little does she know what we're about to do.
Yes, so if I may, so as Paul Byrne told me,
Brendan, you weren't there. All right, we have 2 people who were there.
I know, but they always leave this bit out. They always leave this bit out, and I love this bit. Is that he says that they get in there, and it's just so stoic that it's just they feel like scum.
Well, we
for
thought-
even turning up
Yeah,
smelling.
I
like
always
they
heard
do.
that bit of the story. I thought that story was implied. That
No,
it was a drama about war.
But
Yeah, it was
Is it about war?
an unsaid
War.
agreement.
it was
that they
it was
weren't
it was
going
a
to do
play about the Vietnam War, and it was these little girls.
I always had it set in World War II in
Second
my
World-
story.
Yeah, me too.
You know these girls. You know these girls like and kids all raised all this money to come over here and
And
do
we
it.
go on the place, and like I said, it's an auditorium and like medical something. So it's like all this dark wood, and it's just a really
And there's parents. It's all
and
their parents.
The only people
watching.
there is about 30 people who are like either their parents or like the old relatives who live in Scotland.
So there's a
that
tacit
friends
there-
of theirs or whatever.
There's a tacit agreement among all of us. We look at each other. And,
No, there wasn't a tacit agreement among all of us. No.
Wait, hold on. We all looked at each other, kind of like we're not going to do it now.
We all filed into our rows and our seats, and we all went separately because we went in separate entrances because we wanted to not be as annoying as we already were. So we sit down in the row, and Eddie is sitting next to me, and I think Paul Byrne is sitting next to him, and the three of us look at each other. We're looking over these bald heads and blue hair at these little girls just acting their
bald.
little hearts out.
There's so many reasons there to get an erection. It's outrageous.
I know, right? and Eddie and I lean in and just go like this to each other. Just go, no. And Byrne goes, nah. So I go, okay, listen, let's just sit here for a little while, and then one at a time, we'll all go out so that we don't create any ruckus.
Yeah, like we didn't. It was bad enough. We felt shitty.
Yeah,
about being
we
there.
see it.
And we
see
also realized that right here, it will be a good story
And-
about us, walking out with our tails between our legs, not having the balls. to do
Yeah,
this,
There,
right?
no one there could do it, but it was out of like we were being.
respectful.
Yeah, exactly.
We went from this hilarious fantasy in our heads to the reality and how horrible a situation
Like
this
going
is
to
for
the
everybody.
LPA.
Yes,
It's just like
yeah,
when we went
it's
to the LPA.
exactly the same
We had
feel.
all these ideas about having a laugh
At the midget
and we get down
convention.
there and it's like, oh,
Stop saying
no
midget.
fucking way.
Oh, sorry.
Have you learned
There's
nothing?
no way. There's the level of disrespect is so much.
That's the
There's
thing, is that
absolutely
the,
no
the comic
fucking way you're gonna
idea
do it.
doesn't involve other human beings.
Right.
And then when you're actually there, you just go, I do have some morality in me left.
And being some, everyone there was pretty much like a seasoned veteran in comedy. And the open micer, Alex Lazarus, sitting next to me. No. He said to me, I'm going up top to do my heckle. And I went, don't, no. I couldn't even get it out of my mouth quick enough. And he was gone to go, don't. And he just ran up behind me, and I just got lower in my seat, and I looked at Paul like, we're fucking done.
We just went, this is not going to be good.
Well, I heard he
And then,
just said it. Did he stand up?
No.
He went
all the
way
way to
up,
the top of the
way up to the
auditorium.
top of the auditorium, not far from an upper exit.
And I need to tell you the point in the play.
But do you remember the line?
Yes,
Do you remember the line?
I do.
The girl comes in. The scene in the film is it's her first day at like a MASH unit. She's a nurse in a MASH unit in the play, and they've just had like a lot of casualties coming in. And they brought a guy like off a helicopter. So they've got a guy on a gurney, and they bring him in, and he's got blood everywhere. And she goes, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. He's lost his leg. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And all of a sudden I hear from the top, suck his cock.
And then a door weak slam, and the pitter-patter of Alex Lazarev running down marble stairs.
And Paul told me it was done with such timing.
Flawless timing.
Phenomenal.
Part of the play. Like, no one reacted. Everyone
Flawless
took
timing.
ages to even realize that it had happened, that it was so weird. Paul said, like, he was like, because you were sitting a bit apart, he was like on the ground, he fucked off, and then all the guys, slowly but surely, started to try and filter their way out of the room. Prevents got locked in.
I got locked in
because they tried to get out one by one without anyone noticing them.
And
so
they
then
did
were
such
all
a shit
outside.
job of it. I just said, I'm in for the show.
Yeah,
I'm just
so-
here.
Was it a good show?
This is the beauty. This is the beauty. He walks out. They go.
Those kids were very
what happened?"
good.
And he goes. He lights up a fag and goes. You know, it wasn't a bad play.
Now there's a story behind it. We all get in the cab, and
and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here. We're going to get arrested or something for this. And we're all in the cab. We're about to leave. And Alex comes out to the cab and goes to me. I'm with Glenn Wool and someone else. And he goes, where the fuck are you guys going? You didn't do your heckles. And we're like, we're coming back in. So he goes, I'm going back in to do another. And we're like, what?
And it was actually like a Vietnam War movie. No, trying to grab him down.
Yeah. So here's where we come full circle. Fast forward to 24 hours later. We're at the Fat Caves. Some guy heckles.
Fat Caves were where the show was.
Yes, where the show was that we were talking to begin with. And it's Sunday night, and it's getting many comics to interact as possible. And it's Eddie, me, and Ava Vidal. So Eddie and I are on stage together. Ava's been on, and we're all just interacting, trying to think of an ending to a bit. Eddie tells the Heckle Club story, and Alex is in the audience. And I've just done the nut trick, where I've had some guy kick me in the nuts. I'm back up in under 5 seconds.
Sure.
So then Eddie goes, you know what? On behalf of the Xavier Catholic Schoolgirls thing, I think you have to do Brendan's trick, Alex. And he gets him up on stage, and he goes, you have to let a member of the audience kick you in the nuts as hard as you can.
I've heard this as well.
And but Alex doesn't know my trick. But also, you know what the Edinburgh Festival's like. Everyone in the audience is like a drama student or something. So this girl gets up on stage and starts hamming for like fucking 15 minutes, doing like a Tekken thing, trying to get as much attention as she can, going, yoy, yoy, to the extent where the whole audience is just screaming at this girl, kick him in the fucking nuts, right? And they're just, everyone's going nuts. She will not do it. And so then finally, Ava walks up, big, she's 6 foot, black woman.
Big boots on. She had fucking thigh-high boots on.
Pointy boots on. Just gets up and goes, oh, for fuck's sake, flicks this girl away like an aphid and kicks Alex in the nuts. The hardest kick, lifts him off the ground, like with these pointed boots. He pukes immediately.
He hit the deck. I've never seen anybody get kicked in the nuts and just fall face first.
I've never seen such a...
But the thing is, Ava probably still fucked him afterwards.
But so then a little while later comes part 2 of the story. There's actually 3 parts to it. Part 2 of the story was this thing of the free beer show. So I said, we're all going to come to your show, and we're gonna do to you. We're gonna abuse you the way you've been abusing us here tonight. And I tell the audience to come along.
Oh, this is funny.
Sure enough, the next day I go, there's about 8 or 10 comics there, and like 20 people from the fucking audience. And I walk up to the desk with the person selling tickets, who was one of the people there in the room that night, and I go, 30, please. And he looks up and goes, oh, no. And I said, I told you we were coming back. And he went, okay. And the fucking idiot sold us the tickets.
He has to.
The fucking idiot sold us the tickets.
Okay, so now we're 30 out of an audience of, what, 50?
Yeah.
Maybe at that point?
I'm amazed these cunts got 20 to begin with.
We started calling each other. And also
they all
phones
sat in
would
different
start
seats and
ringing
called across
all
the
these
room
different
to each
places.
other.
Dean Cameron would get on his phone and go, hi. Yeah, and he'd be in the front row, so he's like, even got the spill from the stage lights on.
I bet you the other 20 people got into it.
Yeah. It was great. At one point, they stopped the show and they were like, "What? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?" And then people who weren't even us, people who had come from the audience, got up and went, "Because you fucked up the show we paid to see last night. Just you deserve. You happy?" And then we were bulletproof. There was just audience people.
But like, Paul,
It was
from
so-
what I
but
heard,
how-
like
some of that
these
shit
guys,
that we did was
these
so
guys
funny.
would call each other across the like from one aisle to the other and be like, "Hey, where are you sitting?" I'm over here. And then they get up, I'm over here. What are you doing? We're over here.
Dean Cameron was in the front row and he'd pick up the phone and go, yeah, I'm seeing a show. Nah,
And they're doing their show while this is all going on in the audience. I heard Dean Cameron's best line. Somebody did something in the show and he goes, and scene. Hey, welcome to Talking Shit. You're calling and we're listening and we're going to take your calls. Give us what's going on? Who is this?
This is Scott, Jim's brother.
Gold.
I hate to ask you this way. Is Mum still in hospital?
Yeah, I was just in Sydney, but I didn't go visit her. Too busy. It's your fault and my fault.
Scott, you know what?
We've done it again.
Scott, every time I hear you guys talk about your family, it just seems like the Waltons. You're just such a happy, nice family.
He doesn't believe
Say it
anything.
again. You
Scott,
go on.
Eddie doesn't believe anything that I say about my childhood. He thinks that I make it up. Just to prove to Eddie that I'm not lying, what would Mum do to us when we were kids in the middle of the night to our rooms? What would she do?
She'd walk in, rip all the toys on the ground, and say, "Clean them up, you little bastards."
Yeah, but did she beat you up when you were sleeping?
Yeah. So what did you ring up about, Scotty?
Well, I rang up because I'm sick to death ever since episode 3 when Eddie said my real name. I was always hidden by your false name. I've had your fucking super fan, Ray Johnson, fucking emailing me all the time, so I thought I'd answer his questions. 1, yes, you are actually hate bananas. You've always hated bananas. 2, yes, my mother is fat, and we do call it Gunter. And that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. And
I have a question for Lalit.
All right, Lalit, he's got a question for you.
Out of me and Jason, who would you do?
And
That's
she doesn't
easy.
even know you. Go ahead.
Because you know that he looks
There
a
you
bit
go.
like me.
Sorry, Jason.
Yeah. Do you have a? What do you look like?
Do you have a cock that would use a Ku Klux Klan condom?
Not really. I haven't had as many women as Jim. I don't think there's many that have.
Do you also like coming on women's faces?
Well, yeah, it's a pastime. I don't mind.
I can't believe
Is
I'm talking to
Jason there?
Jim Jeffries' brother right
Is
now.
Jason there?
Yeah, I'm here, Scott. How you doing?
I'd like to say something to all my fans out
Good.
there. If you're listening to,
You're kinda cute, Scott.
if you're listening to this podcast right now, Scott's the man who said "Up Gunter up." He's famous for that joke. So
You're friends. Wait, why are
That's
you
right.
friends with Jason on Facebook and not with me?
I don't know how to spell your name.
Who would? Just look up Harry Cunt.
Fair enough.
You
I'll
there,
add
Jason?
you.
I'm right here, Scott.
Right. What happened to the hair battle?
Scott, the other salons chickened out and dropped out of the fight.
Scott, did you ever see Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo? When the when the city showed up and they had the bulldozers and they were going to bulldoze down the community center and they stood up to them and they did the break off and the city backed off because they were breakdancing better. Well, it was basically the same thing except the breakdancers didn't show up.
Yeah, it's all in his head, isn't it?
And I haven't spoken to Scott. He's just heard these episodes.
Doctor says yes.
Yeah, no, it's all in his head. He's got a job now. He's fixing boats.
Now, Jason, I'm coming to LA in December and January. I'm going to punch you in the gut. I'm in training.
Bring it.
And you know that bat you've got? I'm not fucking scared. And I've watched it, man. Good movie. I
Yeah,
can still
yeah.
beat him.
You know what? Actually, you'd probably be punching a guy named Matt Devlin at that time because I'm getting fired for this Galvanakis beardy-looking guy here.
Wow, thanks.
Are you getting? Don't get rid of Jason. That last 2 episodes were classic.
Hang
I
on,
didn't
hang on.
worry
I'm
though,
perfectly
Jason,
capable
about
of
your
being
mental
useless
stability.
too.
Look, it isn't our choice whether we get rid of him. Suicide is indiscriminate.
We're going to put a poll on our Facebook page, and it's going to be, who do you want on the show, Jason Hour or Matt Devlin?
Or do you want Matt Devlin and Jason Hour to replace Jim and Eddie? You can put that in there too.
You know what I like
The gauntlet has been
about
laid.
Scott ringing in is the thing is I get a lot of shit because my accent's a little bit British now and all that type of stuff. And when I hear Scott, he fucking sounds Australian, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went to
Yeah, I live in Australia.
Yeah.
Scott, where are you? You're over in Perth, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck lives over there?
Yeah, I mean, us, Perth people, my wife and Jim's nieces.
Yeah.
Did Jim ever see his nieces?
I will. They're coming out over Christmas. You're
How
gonna
old are
you're
they?
gonna meet him and everything.
Is the whole family gonna punch me?
The nieces.
Yeah, no, Jim's eldest niece, Alana, she wants to come on the show, but there'll be no swearing and while she's in the room, thanks, Jason,
All right.
and no pedophilia either.
What we'll do
That would
is
be the
no
other guys.
pedophilia.
That would be
Well,
that's
the
the
deal's
couch.
off the table. No, we can do a fake show with her before the show. I don't know if our listeners want to hear us hanging out with an 8-year-old. How old is that kid?
You're such a lovely uncle. Never sent her a birthday or a Christmas present. Never ring her. You know, all she knows of you is YouTube. She thinks
This is awesome.
And I have
when
to
she
stop
gets a
the
bit, when
sound
she
all
gets
the
a bit,
time.
when she gets a
So
bit
she only
older,
hears you say like 8 words.
when she gets a bit older, I'll send her like $20 in a Christmas card and $20 at birthdays. Kids love money. I'll give them money.
That's what he just told me. I was talking
You
about
remember our grandmother?
Yeah.
$10. That's all we ever got.
Jason. Jim just said to me the other day. I was talking about it was my niece's birthday, and I said I don't know what to get her. And Jim goes, you know what kids love? Kids love money. Give her $20. Just give her 20. She'll
My
love
grandparent cap was $5.
No, do you remember when you were a kid though? When you would bank on that money.
Yeah, but
you
when-
would go, I get my birthday money, and then you go to your mum. You go, no, let me get that now.
Do you know how weird it is to get a check for $5 at the age of 25, though?
Hey, Scott, I want to tell us
From your grandma at 25, you get a $5 check.
Hold on. I hope to God when your grandmother sends you a check for $25, she rips it up.
They're all dead now, Eddie.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Yeah, for suicide, was it? Disappointment? How did it go? Now,
You know
Scott,
what? If you were my grandchild, I'd kill myself too.
All right, Scott. I want you to tell a story here in the air for me to free my conscience, because over the years I've apologised for this for you about 12 times, and Jason's excited.
I know what you're going to say.
All right. That's Jason making the sound of a transformer. You can tell the story if you like.
Okay, what happened was Jim got saved up his money, and he was given a bit of birthday money, and he went to buy a transformer, and that's when they first came out. This is the 80s. And then what happened was he was playing with it, and I came in his room and said, can I have a look at your transformer and have a little bit of a play of your transformer? I'd like a play. And he was hiding it behind his back, and he wouldn't move from the corner of the room. I then ripped him away and pulled it, and it was broken. And then he ran into Gunty and said, Scott broke my transformer. I was given a belting. That wasn't unusual.
He was almost hospitalised, and he had to come in and apologise to me, and he didn't fucking do anything. And for this day, I still haven't seen the Transformers movies because there's just too much guilt involved.
So who broke the transformer?
Oh, I broke it.
You were terrible.
You blamed it on Scott.
I blamed it on my brother.
And Scott, you got the beating because of Jim.
Yeah,
like a real
and I had to
beating,
pay
like
my own money, my own pocket money,
Hey, Scott.
into his thing.
Hey, Scott. About 4 weeks ago, no kidding, Jim shared that story with me on the porch of the house here, and like had like emotion in his face, and like he felt really, really shitty about it. He really hasn't watched any Transformers movies.
I still feel bad
Actually,
about
you
it.
know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? After I punch Jason in the stomach, I'm going to punch Jim in the stomach for that.
Wait a minute. I did say this to Jason as well. I said that all the times that he fucked me over, and I still feel bad about that. You got me even plenty of times in my life. Like, if you to still be saying that I deserve a punch.
There were plenty of times we used to hold him down and shove bananas in his mouth. It's a classic. He hates bananas. He hates them. He's never liked them as a kid. He can't take the smell. Not the banana lollies. Nothing with banana.
Jay Moore wanted to come on and be a guest on the show tonight, and he said, I'm going to show up. I'm going to wear a banana costume. I'm going to bring bananas. I've seen Jim. He's afraid of bananas. And I go, I don't really think, I think he invented that. And Jim goes, no, I was afraid of bananas, and my brothers used to abuse me and shove bananas and push them down my throat and blah, blah, blah. Where did it start before you guys abused him with bananas?
I just never liked him as a baby. Just never liked the things.
He never liked them, and then as a baby, and then to punish him, we used to do it. But I distinctly remember shoving a banana in his mouth, and when we fought as kids, we never hit in the face. The first person to start hitting in the face was Jim.
Yeah.
He hit me once in the face, and we stopped fighting because it was such a shocking event.
I punched him in the face.
But we used to shove him in his mouth.
But I punched him in the face several times since then.
traumatic.
We were just talking.
Wow.
If you're any of our guests listening right now and you're enjoying this, please, if you want to donate, send us bananas.
Hey, just to prove another point, what was my mother's violent nickname for me when she was angry?
Say that again?
What was Mum's nickname for me when she was angry with me?
Nasty piece of work.
No, fuckface.
Oh, fuckface, that's right. There were so many, it's hard to remember. she was a brutal woman in many ways.
It's great that we can all laugh and giggle over child abuse.
I tell you, you
So
guys
why
can't
didn't- why
stop doing
didn't
the
you- why
podcast.
didn't- why
I've
didn't-
never been as close to my brother in years.
Why-
I do it twice a week. I
Why-
get to hear what he's doing.
Why didn't
glad
you,
I could do that, guys.
Why didn't you visit Mum in hospital?
Too busy doing business stuff.
Mum had to
Fly in and fly out, you know,
Mum
making money.
Mum allegedly had some heart attacks, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't really. She
Because
was
we
just-
had an argument.
Yeah, because me and Scott had an argument with her and told her to piss off. And then she goes, and after I got off the phone, I had a heart attack. She didn't really. She was booked to go into hospital fucking months earlier to get a stint put in. But she tried to guilt us into thinking that she had a heart attack.
She had a heart attack. If that's a new piece of Chinese food, that's the only heart attack she would have had. Unbelievable. It never happened.
All right, Scotty. Well,
She doesn't listen to you. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you in December.
All right, bye,
Can't wait
mate.
to meet you.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.
Bye, Scott.
Yeah, bye.
He sounds a lot more cheery than I remember him being.
Yeah, I like Scott now.
Yeah, I haven't.
I've been afraid of him.
I took. Well,
Perception's a motherfucker, though. You never know.
yeah, you wait till you meet him. He's hard. He's gonna fucking.
Wait till he punches you in the stomach.
Oh, he won't punch that
He
hard.
won't
He's
hurt
a,
me.
he's a pretty slight bloke. He won't hurt you. If me and Eddie can't hurt you, I don't think Scotty will hurt you. But I mean,
This has been an amazing episode, except
for Ernie.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in. We'll do this again sometime. You can leave voicemails on 310-853-3879. That's our phone number. If you want to call and leave voicemails, 310-853-3879. Don't just call in and go, "Ugh, I'm taking a shit." Like, have something clever to say. Otherwise, send it. And we read all your emails. We love your emails at jimandeddy@yahoo.com. You can go to our website, jimandeddytalkshit.com, jimandeddytalkshit.com. If you go to our website, that's where you can find everything. You can find our Facebook page, our YouTube page. You can donate, and we appreciate all your donations. Literally, like, you are the ones that keep this show rolling, and all your emails that are so supportive that say, hey, we love the show. You get me through my shitty fucking job. Thank you. We do appreciate it. We like to hear that shit. When you call me a cunt, it's funny, but...
Manginas and naked women. Email to jimandeddy@yahoo.com. We will put them up on our Flickr account.
Go to Stitcher, put in the code Jim and Eddie. I want to thank, most importantly, our new sidekick, Matt Devlin, who just did a fucking amazing job filling in for Jason Howard. Jason was here, but Matt filled in and just showed us that Jason's not that important. We don't really need him. We can replace him. He's that replaceable. He didn't think he was because he's a talent. Matt, you have any shows going on anywhere?
We got the Wednesday night show at the Venice Underground Comedy Club at the Townhouse on Wynwood Ave. Bronson Jones and I co-produced that.
It's a great
You've
show.
been there.
I've been there. It's a great
good
show.
time.
And a street
And
fight.
yeah, we got a street fight coming up with.
Next week.
The dude can't even pronounce his name. If you lose that fight, I will tend to it.
Yeah, an Italian pronounces his name.
And God bless you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. We will have you again. Thanks for everybody listening. Despite everything I say, I think you're all a bunch of fuckheads. So go fuck yourself.
Indeed.